Cirrus. These are thin, wispy clouds that appear high in the sky, often looking like delicate feathers or strands of hair. They form at very high altitudes where the air is extremely cold, so instead of water droplets, they are made mostly of tiny ice crystals. Because they are so high, they usually appear bright white and light. Cirrus clouds often drift slowly across the sky and can signal a change in the weather. In many cases, their presence means a warm front may be approaching, bringing different weather within a day or so. Cumulus. These are the classic fluffy clouds that many people imagine when they think of a bright sky. They look like soft piles of cotton with rounded tops and flat bases. Cumulus clouds form when warm air rises from the ground and cools as it climbs higher into the atmosphere. On calm, sunny days, they usually remain small and scattered, creating pleasant weather. However, when the rising air becomes stronger, these clouds can grow taller and eventually develop into larger storm clouds. Stratus. These clouds spread across the sky like a gray blanket. Instead of forming separate puffy shapes, they appear as a continuous layer that can cover large areas. Stratus clouds typically form when moist air cools near the ground, often during calm and stable weather conditions. They are commonly associated with overcast skies and can produce light mist or drizzle. On cloudy days when the sun seems hidden behind a dull gray sheet, stratus clouds are usually responsible. Nimbostratus. These are thick, dark clouds that bring long periods of steady rain or snow. They form when a large mass of moist air rises gradually and spreads across the sky. Unlike dramatic storm clouds, nimbostratus clouds do not usually produce thunder or lightning. Instead, they create widespread, continuous precipitation that can last for many hours. The sky beneath them often looks dark and gloomy, with very little sunlight reaching the ground. Cumulonimbus. These are the towering storm clouds responsible for some of the most powerful weather on Earth. They grow vertically, sometimes reaching heights of more than 10 kilometers into the atmosphere. Their tops often spread out into a flat, anvil-like shape as strong winds push the upper part of the cloud outward. Inside these massive clouds, powerful updrafts and downdrafts create lightning, thunder, heavy rain, hail, and sometimes tornadoes. When people talk about dramatic thunderstorms, cumulonimbus clouds are almost always involved. Altostratus. These clouds form in the middle levels of the atmosphere and usually appear as a wide gray or bluish sheet. They are thicker than high-level clouds, but thinner than heavy rain clouds. Altostratus clouds often cover the sky before large weather systems move in, especially ahead of long periods of rain or snow. The sun may still be visible through them, but it often appears as a faint, glowing circle rather than a clear, bright disk. Altocumulus. These clouds appear as groups of small, rounded patches spread across the sky. They form at middle altitudes and often look like rows of soft ripples or scattered white clusters. Altocumulus clouds usually indicate stable conditions, but when they appear on warm and humid mornings, they can sometimes signal thunderstorms later in the day. Their patterned appearance has long made them one of the more recognizable cloud types. Stratocumulus. These clouds form low in the sky and appear as large rolling clusters connected in broad layers. They are thicker and darker than high clouds, but still broken into rounded shapes. Stratocumulus clouds rarely produce heavy rain, though they may bring light drizzle from time to time. They are common in coastal regions and during cooler seasons, often covering much of the sky while still allowing small patches of sunlight to pass through. Cirrostratus. These clouds create a thin, transparent veil high in the atmosphere. They are so delicate that the sky often still appears bright through them. One of their most noticeable effects is the halo they sometimes create around the sun or moon, caused by light passing through ice crystals in the cloud. Cirrostratus clouds often arrive before large storm systems and can be an early sign that rain or snow may develop later. Cirrocumulus. These clouds appear as very small, grain-like patches arranged in neat rows across the sky. They form at very high altitudes where the air is cold and dry. Because they are so small and numerous, they can give the sky a textured pattern that resembles fish scales. Although they rarely produce precipitation themselves, their presence can indicate unstable conditions high in the atmosphere and sometimes precede changing weather patterns. Do you know that some clouds can produce lightning hotter than the surface of the sun? Storm clouds like Cumulonimbus create powerful electrical charges inside them. When lightning suddenly travels through the air, the temperature inside the bolt can reach around 30,000 degrees Celsius. That is several times hotter than the surface of the sun, which is why lightning can heat the surrounding air so quickly that it creates the loud shock wave we hear as thunder.